Hey folks, my name is Rene Enriquez and you are watching Uncensored. We're going to jump right back into the Tablas Castellanos and Arlene Rodriguez visit. We left off uh, when they were talking about the correspondence. For all you who are just joining us and didn't see the first segment, be sure to go and watch it. Um, but this is a visit at Pelican Bay State Prison between Mexican Mafia member Arturo Castellanos, also known as Tablas from Florencia, and Arlene Rodriguez. Here we go.
That they kept. That's what I'm telling you. I left the retainer with Jay, the attorney, the business card that I sent him. I left him some money there. If you need help with anything or is there anything you need, he's like, tell him to get at me. So I put the card in there so you could write to him like, hey, can you, whatever it is that you need, he can send it to you if they're violating your right, help you out with whatever. He's like, I'll help him, just. So I told him that they kept it. I gave him the copy of what they sent me. So he said he was going to write you an introduction letter and for me to come visit again. If they don't give it to you, then he's going to do something.
Yeah, you gotta file something because these people file a complaint. They gotta spam complaint, citizens complaints that they have here forms.
Yeah.
I'll get one and I'll send one to you.
Okay.
So
well, I'll give it to him and have him take care of it.
Yeah, you can file it as soon as I get his address and everything.
Yeah.
Because or else I'll try to make up some other excuse.
Well, yeah, I send the business card. Can't you have that? It's an attorney business card.
That's what I'm saying. It's stupid.
And I thought they would at least give you that.
What did it say? It said it promotes gang activity.
Yeah.
Oh, and then it says coded messages.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Just talking neighborhood slang, you know what I mean? Regular neighborhood, we talking.
Yeah. They pick it up as...
They look at it as coded message because they don't understand it. I got one form saying that only the receiver understands what the sender is sending. That is some ridiculous crap.
How does that make sense?
I
If the sender doesn't know what it's saying.
I appeal and I said, what do you expect me to do? Write a letter or answer in question format for you so you can understand both sides or what?
Wow.
It's retarded. You know what I mean?
Wow. Wow.
They haven't heard that appeal yet.
No?
No, I'm still waiting right now for their answer.
Wow. My tía Blanche says hi.
Yeah, how's she doing?
She's doing good. Es chismosa y todo, but she's cool, She le encanta el
That's
chisme.
just her nature, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah. ¿Y qué te iba a decir? Oh, and I got 2 letters from you, too.
I thought you said you didn't get my letter. You the last one.
The Spanish one? I got a Spanish one.
Yeah, well, that's
And the one about Valerie?
Yeah, with the one, the Spanish one, yeah.
Yeah.
Valerie's still out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Can you, do me a favor? Trust me. Trust me. She
Well, that's why I just wanted to do that for her, just for her kids.
yeah,
That's all.
but it's a lie that she's shy to ask. About a month ago,
Yeah.
she calls me. She's like, have you talked to Art? And I'm like, yeah, I talk to him on the phone every day. Fuck, like,
I sent one to Marsha, too.
Oh, she got it. She said to tell you because she got it on the, well, me and Marsha talked.
Like I said, I just wanted you to see if I could help her on just that. And I mean, that's it. That was
well,
nothing else.
Sorry, dear, but we are barely surviving and eating ourselves. Marsha says she was going to, get at her tia and let her know that we've been talking every day trying to, so Marsha's going to help me. She's going to sing a song on one of the albums, you know what I mean? I'm going to try to make some money there because it's ridiculously, the market's slow, like, and it's not that, even we had to help Destiny with her stuff and we barely scraped enough to get that done, but about...
Okay, let's stop this right here. So here's a huge flag for me, right? When I listen to these communications, although I don't completely understand what they're discussing, it's not within the normal flow of conversation. They were flowing like easy back and forth, and now they're lilting as they communicate. Yeah, it's not, we're barely eating, and no, please don't. And there are pieces of information missing, right? And it tells me that she's mouthing words to Arturo Castellano during this visit because he's giving responses to her. Yeah, I just wanted to help with that, just that, right? And they're talking about, I believe, crew issues here and helping somebody out financially or with a product. That's my first blush interpretation at it, right? So at first, when I looked at this is mundane stuff, right? This is because my objective is to be completely unbiased, right? Until I see something emerge. Now, I am not convinced that this is what they're talking about right here, right? So they still get the benefit of the doubt, but it gives me pause. This gives me pause, and I'll watch now to see if what they're discussing is going to emerge as something illicit, right? This is the way I do communications.
A month ago, Valerie calls me and she's like, well, have you talked to him? And what did he say about this? And what did he say? And she's on the phone like, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I hung up. She calls me back again, leaves me a message. Can you call me back? This is about me. It's not gossip. Ooh, I need to talk to you.
On the phone, especially when I got all their indictments.
Yeah, but she loves to call and start a bark up conversation. And I'm telling her, like, hey, I don't know what you're talking about. I got nothing to say to you. But then she's like, well, I need $5,000 for my attorney and blah, 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 blah. And I told her, look, I don't, where do you want me to pull it out? Yeah. I'm not selling houses right now. I'm broke. Like, where do you want me to get it from? She's like, wow, ooh, and I'm going to write to him, and ooh, and you, ooh.
That's why she wrote me.
That's why she wrote you.
Yeah.
So she went around me like, I'm going to get my way either way. But if you weren't doing drugs, Missy, and if you weren't out there doing the things you're doing.
The only ones I got at was you and
Marsha. No, I know. I'm just saying, like,
no, I didn't get at my family or anything. I said you guys would know more or less what's going on there.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's what I said. I just left it up there. You know, I mean, if you guys can help him, then that's, it's her problem.
She needs to get it together and get a job.
She got herself in that situation because after I wrote her that letter, you know what I mean, I got the Freedom of Information Act. I got all three indictments.
Okay, so that you're good,
so
right?
I seen all those. She was making phone calls and requesting this and that.
Yeah, and then she's still calling me like.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying all that on the phone and stuff like that. That's, you know, I mean, I thought she learned her lesson.
No, she hasn't. She hasn't.
So there answers a huge question. Is it okay to talk on the phone like that? Because we get these calls that we do on our channel on Past the Wire and the Wicked Women series where people have chorro of the mouth, diarrhea of the mouth, right? And Tablas is saying right here is like, they should know with all these indictments that it's not cool to talk like that. I'm paraphrasing, obviously. So it's not cool to talk like that. I think all real mafiosos, they oppose that kind of behavior. Some guys just don't care, right? And we've seen that time and time again, like Donito and Fox and other guys who just have straight clinical diagnosis of diarrhea of the mouth. But I wanted to point that out right there. They're talking about the indictments. What they're talking about is crew business right here. That this girl was asking for money from multiple sources. She asked Arlene for $5,000, and that Tablas saw in the indictment she was going around doing all these things like collecting, right? So we're going to jump back into it. But before I do, let's have a call to action. And that means hype this video, folks. Hype, hype, hype. It's so important to the video. It pushes us into the algorithm. You know, it helps the channel. Watch the video in its entirety. Don't drop out 9 minutes in, 6 minutes in, because you got something to do. Let the video run and come back and watch it later. Because if you let it run, it bumps up our runtime. And that helps the channel, right? Because I know all of you can't, you know, buy the team a cup of coffee. All you guys can't afford to become members. You can't afford to go to Patreon and become members there. You can't afford to buy merch on www.realreneenriquez.com. I get that, right? But we appreciate the support that you do give us. And if you can watch this video in its entirety, hit the like button, leave a comment, hype it. If that's all you can do, that's all you can do, and we appreciate it. Let's continue with the video.
Listen, and if anybody gives me headaches, trust me, it's not my boys. It's not my boys. It's Valerie, Marie, with all the gossip. Everywhere I go, Marie said this. Valerie said this. You know, and I'm like...
That's what, you know, that's what I was telling Marsha, you know what I mean? In the first ones. And she got the first ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she found it.
Yeah.
Yeah, que no te mandé otro.
We're good. Look, me and Marsha, we're good.
Oh, I'm saying, I already sent her some more.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She should get it in the mail couple of days, if not already.
Yeah.
Today, you know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I mean. That's what you're saying, that it was best. It was best that Destiny. You know, I wrote one to Destiny too.
Yeah.
It was best that Destiny just go legit, stay legit. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Get all them headaches out. You know?
Yeah.
Avoid all that madness. You know, especially right now, when she's going through all these changes right now.
Right.
And everything.
Right.
And everybody's focusing on her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I said, I thought it was just best that way, but
Yeah.
if she ever needs any help or anything, you know what I mean? But she's to be left alone as far as to do her own thing, whatever she's doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As far as legit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She can hook up with the album and stuff, with you guys making music.
Yeah.
Or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, but, you know, that's just let her know, you know. Marsha know and Destiny that I sent her the second one, you know what I mean? So that'll be it right there, you know what I mean? And hopefully everything works out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I'm not about what do you call it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just that everybody's just united. That's what my main goal will have always been.
Yeah.
But other jackasses did it their own way.
Yeah. Well, they made a mess, and you know,
I know.
everybody blames you,
I
and
know, but see, that's the thing where I don't care about what anybody
Yeah.
says. I know what my
Yeah.
goal was, and I
Yeah.
know what I set out to do. Because even in those freaking indictments, it says that I had sent
Yeah.
glass and all this and that. Even if they look at the regla, they say you can see right there that that's the main intention, and it's always been like that.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you know,
That's huge right there, because there's this kite that Tablas wrote that was intercepted in the first indictment, Operation Epidese 1, where Tablas got a kite out to the streets, where he's giving rules to the gang in an attempt to organize them, right? Here, Tablas acknowledges that his objective was to unite them, right? Which is neither here nor there, but it's a spontaneous admission. It's a spontaneous admission that he did author it, that his objective was to unify the gang. That's how I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at it like a prosecutor's going to look at it, or an investigator, right? And I just noted that right now. And we'll see if we can pull that graphic up for you, the kite that was written, Operation Epidese 1, authored by Tablas Castellanos.
even though I didn't send it damn regla, you know what I mean? This is an indictment that I was trying to unite everybody. You know what I mean? Hey, all they did was help me in my goals. You know what I mean? Just to
Well, you know that the thing is that Mary and
I know they amended everything and started changing all kind of stuff their own way.
Mary's living in the same type of house as my Uncle Gene's brother.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, you know?
Mary?
Yeah.
Was she living over there with your Uncle Gene now?
With my Uncle Gene's brother, the type of house he lives in.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
There's 6 people that live in that same house.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Mary and that one broad that like raping girls, that one broad that went to jail for raping a girl.
What's that? Who?
That one with the one that lives right there by Cranks.
Yeah. Yeah, but Frank's house? Yeah.
So hold that up real quick. You see that there's a lapse in communication. Then he asks who. That's another indication that she's mouthing words, that she's mouthing names, and she's trying to get him to explain who she's speaking of.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's why I said I've seen all their what they call names and everything.
Yeah.
I said, man, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're saying all these allegations, this and that, you know what I mean? We had filed a petition on them, freezing my books and all that.
Yeah.
They're saying that we're under constant investigation, that we're going to be indicted and this and that. That's why they froze our books in 2005, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because they found that the so-called regulars in the streets saying this and that, ordered all kind of killings and all that. And that's the same thing. And now their response to my petition saying that, oh yeah, that they're going to court in September over there, and now they on the indictment that they got me as an indicted co-conspirator. I seen that. That's what they just say their initials because people are being indicted. People are being indicted, they say your whole name.
Right.
But yeah, I seen all that. And I said, man, it's ridiculous. You know what I mean?
I thought AC meant something else.
No. It was. They said that they're saying it was me. You know what I mean? That I sent this and that out there.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And Well, like I say, in this petition that I got here in this court, right here in this county, they're making allegations to that indictment that I'm an unindicted co-conspirator, that my books should continue to be frozen.
They're using that as...
So let's stop that right there and unpack that. So back in 2005, CDC went about the procedure and practice of seizing inmate funds, right? Inmates who had huge amounts of money or money that they couldn't explain had their accounts frozen and the money seized. In fact, Del Norte County attempted to have them forfeit that money. And that's what Tablas Castellanos is speaking of right now. All the stuff he's talking about, the indictment proved to be true. That there were a bunch of murders, there was a civil rights violation, Valencia gang members were hunting down East Coast Crips and killing them, that there was narcotics distribution, that the rules that he sent out were enforcement rules, part of a larger criminal conspiracy, and he was an unindicted co-conspirator. All it means is that he had a life sentence, for the feds weren't going to waste their time indicting him, right? He was the figurehead of the indictment, but there's nothing they could do to him because he's already serving a life sentence in Pelican Bay State Prison. So it made no logistical sense to bring him down there and afford him more communication opportunities, more opportunities to continuous conspiracy there. But this is what he's speaking of now.
They're using that, but the Attorney General clearly stated right there that I'm an unindicted co-conspirator on the same evidence that they're using to keep my books frozen, so they can indict me. You know what I mean? The grand jury already got all this information.
Right. They didn't indict you.
Yeah, that they used to freeze our books, but yet they didn't indict me. So why in the hell are my books still partially frozen?
Because even the same cop that pulled over Destiny passes by her house every day.
And the same car that's becoming harassment.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
harassment.
You know what I mean? That's what I was telling my Sally. I said, man, we got to put cameras in her.
No, but she's good. She's good. I mean, trust me, she's good. She even told me, she's like, this. And she could handle Mary and all them tramps for all them 3 years,
that's
you know?
Why I said that. That's why I said for Destiny. I mean, it'd be better to keep them. But like I said, she should get my letter soon.
Yeah. But she's hanging around. She has Jessica to hang around with.
So let's wrap it up here, folks, because this is so extensive. We're going to break it into pieces, and we're going to break it down as we go along. It seems like they're going to remove Destiny from illicit activities. They just wanted to kick back. And we covered a lot of ground here. With that said, hope you enjoyed this segment. We're taking you deep into the belly of the beast, folks. This is Pelican Bay Shoe Visiting Room. Tablas Castellano, made Mexican Mafia member, and Arlene Rodriguez. All right, folks, with that said, have a wonderful day. Peace out.